How's it going, crypto community? This is Jade, the XRP Martian, back with another XRP related video. This one coming from the Daily Hodl, and it's titled New European Central Bank Boss Calls Crypto Disruptive, Ripple and Circle Helpful. So, everybody knows that, many of you out there know that Christine Lagarde has been nominated as the new president of the European Central Bank. And for those of you who are also in the know, you're well aware that Christine Lagarde has regularly met with executives from Ripple and regularly praised them. So this article goes in to discuss a statement made by Christine Lagarde at the Paris FinTech Festival earlier this year. I've actually done a deep dive series on Christine Lagarde's Paris FinTech Festival talk, which if you would like, you can go into my videos and check out that full conversation where I break down a lot of what she's saying. You know, for those of you who are not technically inclined with the jargon that's used by these individuals, I try to reiterate the points in a as non-jargonistic manner as possible. At any rate, though, this article specifically is quoting her saying, "I think in the banking system at large, in many, many countries, the difference will not be between those who are disrupted and those who survive. The difference will be between those who are cannibalized because they are not seeing it coming and they're not embracing it, and those who self-induce that cannibalization." And I'm using cannibalization on purpose because it's a bit of a striking, horrible word, but it's really what it means. You're going to disrupt your business model. You're going to change it. You're going to reduce your costs. You're going to expedite your transactions, and you're going to inspire confidence because you will build out on the basis of an existing backbone, which is your bank and the confidence relationship you've established with your customer. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripple and all those, that's where we are active and helpful. So Lagarde said this after she's also, as the article points out, has warned that cryptocurrencies are shaking the system, require regulation in order to maintain stability in the financial industry. And this was reported by CNBC. Lagarde has also said, "I think the role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technologies, blockchain, XRP, right? Whether you call it crypto, assets, currencies, or whatever, that it is clearly shaking the system. We don't want innovation that would shake the system so much that we would lose the stability that is needed." And so that's why it's important to pay attention to the companies and groups individuals who are in positions of extreme power, such as Christine Lagarde, are saying, yeah, this company and this company, the projects they're working on, the blockchains that they're developing upon, those are promising projects, and you should pay attention to them, because if you don't, well, whatever value you hold, it's going to be cannibalized right along the value that your bank holds with that currency that you hold that is not a digital asset. Now, this is not financial advice. This is the opinion of somebody who has spent about a year researching Ripple XRP specifically, and about 3 years researching blockchain. So I am a bit obsessed about this space, and therefore you cannot trust that I am not being biased towards the potential that blockchain has. However, I do feel that based upon the amount of research and amount of connections that I have created between Ripple and its executives and many high profile individuals in the financial and government sectors, such as Christine Lagarde, such as the head of the Bank of International Settlement, Augustine Carson, such as individuals in power, such as Donald Trump administration. We don't know how high up the administrative ladder that they go, but we do know that we have a Twitter post that's actually something that I'll pull up right here. For those of you who aren't already, and you don't, shout out to Brad Kimes at this point in the video, because I'm showing off his the group that he started on Telegram here, the Investment Perspectives Telegram. Now, somebody pointed out that I want to show you guys before I end this is a picture that was shared by Mike G, showing this individual here, Ken Cruisin. Now, Ken Cruisin is now as of 2017, he became one of the board of directors, joined the board of directors for Ripple. And we know that he has regularly met with the Trump family. He has stood in the Oval Office, and again, he's a member of Ripple's board of directors. So Ripple is so well connected, and I don't think that a lot of people understand the importance in this world. Maybe you do. I think that's why most of you here are listening to me at this point, because you're investing in XRP, and so you're interested in knowing what's going on. Well, let me give you some reassurance, fellow investors, somebody who is investing not because of my opinion, but because of the research you have done. Please, if you have not done your research, do not take my advice. Go do your own research. Again, everything that I'm saying here is conjecture based upon my opinion and the opinions of many people who I know who watch my content. So let me give everybody out there a little bit more confidence, right? It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's why I pay attention to who knows who and who is talking to who. Because that's more important than anything that more than you could imagine, because it's not the financial system isn't this magical ethereal thing. No, it's a thing that's operated and maintained by people, not some faceless random, entity. No, individuals like Christine Lagarde, like Augustine Karsten, right? These individuals, real people, they run the world. The financial world. They regulate it. They ensure that these systems are operating at their peak efficiency, whatever that is, right? Now, you can have your beliefs whether or not these systems are corrupt. I've expressed mine in the past about this, but that's irrelevant. What's important to know is that these are the individuals with the power, and that these individuals with the power are meeting with individuals at Ripple and at Circle, at R3, and so on and so forth, at groups that are deeply connected with the XRP ledger. So, from my perspective, there is no greater digital asset to invest in with the potential returns inherent in it as XRP. Not only is this company working with so many people around the world, but because the crypto community at large hates banks and believes that they're going to get ahead in the world without working with the rest of the world, that the world's just going to magically adopt their internet money when they haven't done anything to try and communicate that they have the best intentions for everybody, not just themselves, right? Now that's what Ripple has offered. They've said, we don't want to come in and break the system. We want to work with the system. And that's exactly what Christine Lagarde is saying again right here when she says, we don't want innovation that would shake the system so much that we would lose the stability that is needed. And that stability that is needed for Bitcoin to operate too. But Bitcoiners want to break the system. And that's why you see XRP sitting at 32 cents, 33 cents today. It's not because Ripple or somebody out there is selling the XRP and keeping the price flat. It's because people don't believe in XRP because they don't like banks. They have some conspiratorial belief that this whole thing is a sham, it's a conspiracy, that they don't know who Christine Lagarde is. Well, they've been parading her around on national TV lately to try and make it clear to the public that this lady's actually important. She is a prominent figure. And so it's really important to know who she's meeting with and who she's saying is somebody you should follow. Again, this is my belief. This is not investment advice. But this is serious stuff, people. This is a big deal. I don't, digital asset investor says frequently, and it needs to be said more frequently. XRP, digital assets in general, not just XRP, digital assets in general, this cryptocurrency space is presenting us, people alive today, the greatest investment opportunities of 10 lifetimes. What that means is that this is an opportunity that anybody who's not getting on board with is going to regret in 10 years. It doesn't matter if you bet on a bad one like XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or Tron or any of these, right? If one of them ends up being a bad one, they just die. Well, you know what? It's in my opinion, not financial advice. It is foolish. It is more foolish to not take a chance on certain assets in this space that have promise than to not take that chance on them. Now, again, I'm a advocate for XRP because of the amount of research that I've done and how strong I believe that the foundation for their ecosystem is at present, based upon the people who they've been networking with and who have vocally come out publicly promoting them. To me, I feel that the writing is on the wall, but that again is my opinion, not investment advice. So as always, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have and you're new, please hit that subscribe and also ring that bell so that you can stay up to date with all my newest cryptocurrency videos. If you have already been a subscriber and you still enjoy this content, be sure to hit that like and leaving a comment in the comment section below. All your engagements, no matter how like or dislike, they're helping me get my videos pumped up in the algorithm so more people can be shown this critical content that is really important for everybody in the world to get in, to really hear. Regardless of whether people choose to invest or not, I feel that it's important that people are at least informed about what's really going on in the world. Again, maybe this is a conspiracy. Maybe I'm a part of a conspiracy, but I've done my best, my due diligence to fact check myself. And so I'm confident enough to come onto the internet, showing my face. Everybody out there knows, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna have to eat crow someday, right? But I'm convinced that I'm not wrong. And that's why I'm sharing this view with you, my viewer. So I hope that you've enjoyed. As always, I can't wait to see all of you in my next video on Mars.